Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And Bonsai says hello as well. Isn't that nice? He's having his seniors moment. Now, let's look back at September. What happened in September in South Africa? And what we're talking about here is black on white violence, where people have actually been murdered. And apart from the extreme persecution that the government is putting the minority white population through in South Africa, they also have this terrible legacy that has been imposed on the whites in South Africa. For the last 25 years, something has been happening in South Africa. Something that is forbidden by the liberal elite world establishment to even fleetingly mention. And so the world has been ignoring this forbidden subject. Many also in South Africa have chosen to look the other way. But looking the other way does not make the truth disappear. And here is the truth, bluntly put. The white community in South Africa has been subjected to a slow and unfolding genocide through racially motivated hate crime, discrimination on the basis of skin color, double standards, hate-mongering against whites by black politicians, and escalating economic exclusion. See the faces and names of the people taken in September 2019 alone. Only the ones that we know of and we could see in media and Facebook reports. There might well be more. I'll show you some of the photos of these people who were murdered brutally after this intro. Okay, Gert Pretorius from Vryheid in KwaZulu-Natal was shot to death and his bakkie was hijacked after he was lured to a distant location by a gang pretending to be a customer for his aluminium business. Galuppi van Staden from Meyerton, Gauteng, was shot and killed by a hijacker, possibly also by someone pretending to be a customer, as Galuppi was also a businessman. Sean Krull, a farmer, shot and killed on his farm in the Eastern Cape. Mimi Frost, 72 years old, an elderly lady farming alone on her farm in Bethlehem, Free State. Her body was found dumped in the local graveyard. Tian from the Western Cape. His surname is unknown, but his body was found in a park with knife wounds. Wynand Labuschagne, 27, shot to death by house robbers in his flat in Brentwood Park, Kempton Park. John Barnard, 83, from Goritzmond, Southern Cape, found murdered in his home. He was a retired church minister. Peter Hansen, 80, found murdered in his home in Sedgefield in the Western Cape. Karen Turner, 31, stabbed together with her husband Matthew while the couple was sleeping in a guest lodge in Schluleka Game Reserve in the Eastern Cape. She was 3 months pregnant and her 23-year-old son Hayden was also with the parents in the room. Matthew barely survived the stabbing. Florence Jennifer Dilworth, 55, from Durban, stabbed and brutally beaten after she unknowingly got into what she thought was a taxi. It was in fact a hijacked vehicle. She wanted to go to church. Her body was found on the side of the road. Barbara Joubert, found naked and severely beaten near the Dustpoort Tunnel in Pretoria. She died in hospital shortly after. Rhino Edgar from Witbank, stabbed to death with a knife. Yeah, Bonds, I know it's very depressing. Christian Pins from Klerksdorp, run over by a taxi. His body was only found 3 months later, close to the accident scene. Gary Goslin, 56. He was found murdered in his home in Elandia, Klerksdorp. His house had good security with high walls and security cameras. Jeanette van Wyk, 83, from Schweizer-Reneke. She died from a heart attack, induced by severe fright after intruders entered her flat in the frail care of the local aged home. Dolores Island, 77, found bound and strangled in her home on the bluff in Durban. Frick Ruud, 66, shot dead during a house robbery in his home in Empangeni, KwaZulu-Natal. Rena Groenewald, her naked body was found in her granny flat in Henleon Klip in Gauteng on the 2nd of September. She was strangled. Unknown farmer from Kameeldrift, Pretoria. It was widely reported in the media that a farmer was shot and killed whilst fixing his fence on Friday the 27th September. His name has not been released yet. Relatives and friends are requested to share his name. That's just the known list of people where they're actually photos that we can identify them with. You know, the black on white murders are just shocking in the extreme. And yet the mainstream media, the fake news, just don't go near it because it does not fit their narrative. But let's take a hypothetical situation where a white guy had done something to a black guy, that would be news all over the world. There comes your hypocrisy. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.